Frog fishing is some of the most fun and rewarding fishing that you can do. The blow-ups are exciting, the fights are fun. You can pretty much throw a frog anywhere and it catches better than average fish. However, you could be making some frog fishing mistakes that are costing you frogfish. Missing frogfish is the main problem with frog fishing. However, most anglers don't set up their frogs out of their package for success. There are some minor modifications that we need to make to our frogs to give us a better chance of reeling in those frogfish. None of the frogs that I've ever bought have come out of the package ready to fish. They all need some modifications. And the very first modification I like to make is bending the hooks up and out just a little bit. So when I rub my finger right across the body of the frog, that the hook bites the tip of my finger just a little bit. Now this may cause us to get hung up in wooded areas just a little bit more than normal, but I'll take that over missing a frogfish any day. The next modification I like to make is trimming up the legs of the frog a little bit. The reason we want to do this is because bass like to bite the legs of our frogs quite often. So by making the bait more compact, we're going to entice the bass to eat the entire bait the very first time. I like to make my legs about 2 inches long. These are a little over 3, so I would trim it somewhere in there. If you have a frog with a pointed nose and you want to walk the dog, try to make one of the legs about a ½ inch shorter than the other. This will help distribute the weight a little better to help you walk the dog with your frog. Now, if you're going to take your frog and you're going to fish scum or matted grass, stuff that's really thick and heavy, you don't really even want legs. You want the legs to be gone. In fact, you're going to take the legs almost completely off in this regard, and we're going to insert a 1/8 ounce weight in the bottom of your frog here. Just insert it there. And the look we're going for is making wakes and splashes in the water, trying to get the bass's attention. In this case, the legs are just going to lay on top as a distraction, so we want to get rid of them completely. A major mistake that a lot of bass anglers have about fishing the frog is we get into a lull with our cadence. We're not changing it up, we're not experimenting. So I would encourage you to put start and stops, pauses, chugging, pops, experiment with your cadence because the fish may want something different that day. Now, if you're learning anything from this video or enjoying it, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave this video a like. A mistake that I am very guilty of is not fishing the frog enough. And that's because many of us get this mindset that frog fishing is for only around vegetation. That's not true at all. Frog fishing can be rewarding around riprap, laydowns, docks, you name it, you can fish a frog around it because it is not like any other bait that others are throwing in that area. So do yourself a favor, one day go to the lake and bring nothing but a frog to help you build confidence in frog fishing. Now, I absolutely love frog fishing, but the #1 fish catching machine of all time has got to be the Texas rig. Check out my mistakes that you could be making with your Texas rig video right here. But until next time, see you later, fishing fam.